Hi, my name is David Shelley and I'm with BVA Technology Services doing a video today to talk a little bit about mobile device management and how important it is in today's climate that your organization addresses this. Obviously, all your users are using mobile phones to facilitate corporate email, small to medium-sized email on those devices, whether it's iOS or Android, so that they can access their email in a very easy and precise means. The problem with that is typically in organizations, your password that gets your email is also your Active Directory and network credentials. So if that device falls into the wrong hands, someone decides to hack it, someone can get in there, they can access that password fairly easy, and as a result have access to your network and intellectual property via your data. So in today's climate, a lot of organizations are entertaining deploying a solution, whether it's cloud-based or on-premise, something called mobile device management. It's a very good tool that allows organizations to control mobile devices, whether they're devices that the organization provides or if the user, the employee, decides to leverage their personal phone, the term BYOD, bring your own device. If that's the case, putting some type of program or solution in place will help manage this liability to ensure that the organization can delete, recover, wipe those said devices in the event of a loss, theft, or whatever it may be. Some of the solutions that we've deployed in the past that address mobile device management are from successful manufacturers like MobileIron, Sophos, Duo, as well as Jamf, which is an Apple approved product that facilitates iOS devices. A lot of the other commercial enterprise level platforms will not only do Android, but it will also do iOS devices, which is a more cohesive and more productive way of managing mobile devices. A lot of these platforms will also manage your Apple computers as well as your PCs, just because those types of devices, Ultrabooks, are becoming much more prevalent in today's enterprise environment, especially if people travel a lot. Not only can you wipe machines, devices, laptops, but also your iPads, etc., etc. So it's becoming very easy in a single pane to log into an interface, find out where these devices are, wipe critical data, and to ensure via verification that it has been wiped. The most successful product that I've seen in the last 2 to 3 years is MobileIron as well as Sophos. We've deployed both of those several times, works very effectively, and gives you a lot of rich feature sets that a lot of your IT folks will really like, as well as your overall C-level folks in terms of making sure that their data is secure. They can even log into that single pane interface and see all the activities that are being done on these mobile devices. The pricing associated with some of these solutions that I've just discussed are pretty straightforward. Whether you go with an on-premise solution or a cloud version, it really depends on the environment as well as some of the feature sets. So if you do an on-premise installation, for example, of Sophos or MobileIron, those types of solutions on-premise will probably run you for a 100-user organization, probably in the ballpark between $6,000 and $8,000 to $9,000, just for software and licenses and access cows, things of that nature. And then obviously whatever labor is associated to set it up. A lot of people don't go in that direction and they move towards the cloud offering, which is what we recommend. I just think it's much more simple. Everything gets upgraded. You're always on the latest and greatest. Those types of platforms are typically between your $4 and $6 a month per user. And that gets up to multiple devices. So if you have 2 or 3 devices associated to a user, it only counts for that one subscription fee, which in my opinion is the best bang for your buck. It's more effective, more efficient, definitely the way to go when it comes to the pricing matrix of what makes more sense of on-premise or in the cloud. In organizations where the company does not provide the devices to the users via mobile devices, iPads, etc., obviously those users are bringing in their personal devices, the BYOD approach. And if that is the case for your organization, you need to have a policy, an HR policy in place in the books that everyone signs off on, that basically says that you can load whatever type of management device you want on that personal device to control the deletion or the locking of said device or data that's on that specific phone or iPad. This is very important in the event of a lost phone, where you actually have to use the mobile device platform to either delete the email data, lock the phone, etc. In the event of something going wrong, and instead of wiping just the data for email, it deletes the whole contents of the phone, you want to make sure that your organization is protected, and make sure obviously that you have permission from your employee to wipe that said data. And to do that, you need to have an HR policy that they obviously acknowledge, sign off on, so that you as an organization is not liable for any loss of personal data. This gets missed quite often, and it's important that HR managers take an active role in ensuring that all the employees are well aware that this could potentially happen, as well as have a physical signature and acceptance that this is the policy of the organization moving forward. If your environment is primarily an Android or primarily a iOS via Apple platform, where all your users are using, for example, Apple, there are cheaper alternatives like Jamf, JAMF, that will allow you for a few dollars a user, I think it's $2 a user, allow you not only to get asset management of all your iPads, phones, all your iOS devices via GPS, as well as complete management, but for $2 kind of gives you that power, which is pretty impressive. It's pretty powerful for that price point, and I always recommend that if your entire environment is iOS and you don't need to touch the laptops, you just want to focus on the iPads and iPhones, then that's the best bang for your buck. But the most important takeaway from this video is to focus on having something in place that can wipe email data, can wipe critical data on a phone, as well as if you require encrypted mail traffic from your iPhone or Android device. These are the type of solutions that can facilitate all of those needs. My name is David Shelley. I'm with BVA Technology Services, and I really appreciate you watching the video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and I can certainly address those one by one. Have a great day. Thanks so much.